We wanted to create a sanctuary which embodied modern elegance. We incorporated contemporary forms, natural materials, and curated cultural elements, giving it like a very holistic, warm feeling. Hi, I'm Farah Agarwal from Chestnut Stories, and I am here today in Coimbatore in a beautiful project of ours called Idyll Home. For detailed chapters and PDF ebook, please visit buildofy.com. So the site is in one of the central residential areas of Coimbatore. The built-up area is around 10,000 square feet. So when we were doing the outdoor, we were first contemplating whether we want to do a swimming pool or just a water body. And we eventually decided we'll do a water body with like plants in corners and in the middle. And while we were doing that, we wanted to obviously start having a connect to the interiors from the exteriors. So if you see around in the interiors, you will see a lot of Indian antiques and artifacts and pieces around. So I wanted to start that right from the exterior. And that's why we kept smaller sized vahanas at the exterior. And then of course, the boat is an interesting piece we had picked up. We ideally thought we will just keep it outside the window, but once the water body got done and we placed it at an angle, it just enhanced the whole water body that much more. So once you enter the main home, you walk into the foyer, and from the foyer onto your left is the formal living. And while you walk in through the walkway is where your family room is. If you also see, we have put a lot of installations on walls. They are antiques which are collected from across India. A few of the antiques which actually were supposed to be floor mount antiques, which were then decided to be installed on the wall, like the fish which is installed on the wall on either side. And you enter the zone of the dining with the kitchen on one side and the guest room on the other. If you see the wallpaper right behind me, it's a really fun pineapple printed wallpaper. So it has blue, it has color blocking with the pineapples on it. The reason we camouflage the doors of the wallpaper is I didn't want the flow of the wallpaper to be broken. This entire section of the formal living, the courtyard, the dining opens into a beautiful courtyard, which then opens into a large landscaped garden. This entire openness of, the courtyard here with the vahana and trees, and even in the landscaping, we wanted to have layers. We did not want all plants to be tall, cutting off the view to the printed wallpaper. This staircase, which you see right here, goes as one single flight. The staircase initially supposed to be grey, wood, and it just so happened that when it came in its raw form, it was yellow in color. I liked the color. I just thought like a deeper ochre would look great against the blue wallpaper. Moving on from here, like how I said, I like open spaces and bringing the outdoor, indoor. What we also did is, while we are walking towards the dining area, we had a pocket here between the Pooja and the powder bath. And what we did is we created like a lovely water body area here. And instead of just giving glass, we did this whole jali partition. So the story about the jali partition is the client said they like birds. So after a lot of brainstorming, we realized and we figured that, we could do the birds in wood, and then the jali is a metal jali. So the whole contrast of the wood against the black with all the greenery around just worked for the space. And we have the same jali upstairs in the jacuzzi area as well. The powder bathroom, given the size, we just decided to do like a very nice lime plaster wall in a terracotta color, gave like a contrasting green marble countertop, and then we added, of course, like a pendant light, the mirror, and like a whole set of botanical prints, which I think at the end really like added the character. And moving on to the first floor is where you have your family room and the 3 bedrooms, the master bedroom and the bedrooms of both their daughters. So starting from the master bedroom, like I said, the client always did not mind experimenting. So her bedroom has like a beautiful wallpaper, 4-poster bed. And then you move into her bathroom. And here, right from the conception stage, we wanted to play around with a beautiful red travertine that will be clad on the walls and the floor, and made sure we had enough natural light coming in so the red doesn't make the bathroom look smaller or darker. One of her daughters wanted a tropical themed wall. So we got a tropical themed wallpaper and then color blocked it with a very pretty mustard bed. The second daughter wanted something simple. So we just got like a textured painted room, which is the coffee color, like a neutral tone. And then both the daughters' rooms actually look into their common jacuzzi area. There was one request the client had. She said, make the whole house as easy to maintain as possible. With natural materials, what happens, for example, kota that we have used here, it's very durable, maintenance is very easy. Also, the cooling properties of the kota as a stone were another added advantage for the client. And of course, we used wood because we wanted to add warmth to the space. So we added wood not on just doors, but we've added it on the entire sloped roof, which is coming as the double height ceiling. When it came to veneers, we stuck to just one veneer, just one palette of a wooden color, which would come on all the primary areas. So we have uniformity going all around. My biggest takeaway from this project was how beautifully so many things can amalgamate together. What we were trying to achieve in this home is to do like a well-curated space where there's interesting pieces around, which become conversation starters. Not because of where they are from or who they are from, but just purely because of the beauty they exhibit.